meeting to order. And I would ask that you all put your phones on, if you must leave them on, put them on vibrate. They do somewhat interfere with
Microphone.
everything. So please, if you could put them on vibrate, we'd appreciate it. I need a motion for the approval of the minutes. Oh, thank you so much. And we have our opening reflection from Kathy Moran.
First of all, I'd like to thank the 16 people who signed up to do a moment of reflection at these meetings. I will be calling you as the months go on. The trick of, hold it, I've got glasses. Suddenly everything looks a little blurry. Okay, the trick in life is to listen to your instinct. Grab the opportunity when it presents itself and then give it your all. You may stumble, you may fall, you may experience both disaster and triumph, sometimes even in the same day. But it's really important to remember that neither triumphs nor disasters will last. They both pass away and a new day arrives. Forget the past, grab onto the new, and then start to make a new day a great day.
Thank you, Kathy. And then we'll start with announcements. I like to switch the order up to make Gail crazy. It works. So, Ken.
Good afternoon, everybody. Lovely afternoon. At the beginning of fall, right? Yes. That means gardening is winding down. I'm here mostly to say thank you today to the market patrons, many of you who since mid-July met us every 2 weeks out here in the north parking lot. To the gardeners who made those markets possible and the pantry donations possible. This year, our pantry delivery poundage ends at 868 pounds. Over our last 5 years, we put over 2 tons of produce in the pantry, 4,500 pounds. But this next one really deserves, I think, the applause. Our market this year has brought in $1,559, which puts us over the $20,000 mark for the Good Samaritan Endowment Fund. Thank you to all of you.
Kirby.
Kirby, not Francie. Francie was going to wear a goldenrod in her hair today because she likes to do things that are a little different. Because I don't have enough hair to put goldenrod. But I did want to show you something. I hope you've enjoyed Teresa Wilmot's bulletin boards, yes. And that you saw the one that had this enormous root that went way, way down. This is an old t-shirt I have from Wild Ones. And if you notice, compass plant goes down about 15 feet. That's the root that goes down from the ground. Little blue stem, which we have quite a bit of. Big blue stem, which we have tons of, goes down about 8 feet. Indigo goes down about 12. Beatrice, which we have a lot of, 14 feet. Now, it all goes down and starts down before it ever comes up above ground. So what we're seeing above ground has been here in this prairie area for years and years and years. And we're just the benefactors by having saved this plot of ground or prairie to have what we have. But if you've noticed, we do have a lot of goldenrod in bloom right now. Most of it's just called tall goldenrod, some of it's stiff goldenrod. But it's been really pretty, and again, Teresa, I don't think Teresa's here today, but she is to be thanked for doing those really fine bulletin boards that she's put out for us. So, you know, we need, if you see her, you need to thank her. Let's see.
Herbie,
Yes.
the mic.
Oh, here I am. Usually my teacher voice carries, not Mike. Thank you. We will not have an October meeting. We've decided Mother Nature's in charge now. She can take care of it until next spring, prairie that is, and she will. We will be taking the books out of our little book library probably the end of October. So if you want to walk down there on a nice day like this and sit down with one of those books and then put it back when you're done. We'll have them there for another month. Thank you.
Helen.
I'm Ellen Fuchs, and I am the bus coordinator for Concerts on the Creek. Over the last few months, we've had some great concerts. More and more people are taking advantage of the convenience of the bus to get over there, so you don't have to worry about parking. We do have another concert coming up this Saturday in the afternoon. 3 o'clock is the time of the concert. Danny Diamond, I know he was here recently, but he always puts on a great show. You can see him over and over and again, and it doesn't get old. I do still have room on the bus if anybody wants to sign up for that. You can see me after the meeting or give me a call in the next 2 days. And then I wanted to let you know that in the next 3 months, they're winding down there. And by the way, the attendance there has been improving over the last few months. They're getting more and more people, which is good for them as well as for us. On Saturday, October 19th, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Randy Sabian is going to be there. He's a very popular one, local artist, and that will be a crowd, I believe, there because a lot of people will come to that. And we are having a bus for that. I'm working on a possible one Friday night, the weekend of Thanksgiving. Haven't solidified that yet, but that's a possible one. And that would be a 7 o'clock Friday night one. And then the next one that we will go with a bus will be Saturday, 3 o'clock, December 7th, Second City Chorus, their annual Christmas concert. So those are the 3 that are coming up this fall. They have not put out one for January yet. At least there wasn't one last week. So I know they're working on that. Then I am also here representing the auxiliary. If you looked at your green bag, and I hope you did, 2 weeks from today, October 9th, 9:30 in the morning, right here in this room, mark your calendar because the quarterly auxiliary meeting will be taking place. Now at those quarterly meetings, they go over what the auxiliary does for all of us here on campus during the year. Good information, just 4 times a year where you can find out about that. If you read the green bag information, the plan was to have a bagpiper after the meeting. And unfortunately, he called me Monday. And we know how unexpected health issues can come up at any age, and he will not be performing on the night. So I have been scrambling, putting out feelers. We will have a presentation after the meeting. I just can't tell you what it will be yet. Look in your green bag. Hopefully, I'll know by Friday so it can be in the green bag next week. Otherwise, it may just be a surprise. But there will be something after the meeting. But you can mark October 9th in your calendar right now because there will be a meeting. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Bob Ice. At the last residents meeting, we announced that we were exploring the possibility of having an art exhibition to give our talented residents an opportunity to show their works and for us to get to know them. On September 12, we had an exploratory meeting, which was quite well attended, and found that there is definite interest. And the auxiliary is pleased to announce that the art exhibition is a go. And we have established a date and a time. It will be Saturday, November 23rd, here in the auditorium from 11 to 3. Presently, we've got 23 people signed up to exhibit. Some of them are going to be selling some of their wares, so you might find a nice Christmas gift there. And I have down here that space is going to be limited, so we may have to cut it off, but we don't know exactly when. You can see, I was going to say me after the meeting, but I got to go to the dentist, so you can see my wife after the meeting if you want to sign up. Or I have put sign-up forms down at the desk. So, watch your green bags for further information.
We have some really talented people in our community, and I'm so excited to see this. Next will be Employee of the Month. This is Nick Campbell.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully you guys are great today. Thank you for coming out. So I have the privilege of introducing someone to you, which most of you probably know her already, because she's been with us for 4.5 years. But Missy Story here has been a rising star in her 4.5 years. And I get a little excited because she has helped us tremendously down in the healthcare center in some very critical roles. And it sounds like she started, obviously guest services in different areas on campus, but then came to us when we were doing a refresh on our healthcare center and started as our Medicare guest services, and quickly evolved into helping with our streamlining admissions. So she's currently our admissions coordinator. So a lot of that is probably a lot of blah, 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 operations, right? But to a nerd like me, that's mission critical, and it's such a huge position and helps us so much. And I was texting her and said, hey, are you coming to this meeting because we want to introduce you? And in true fashion, she's like, hey, I'm running a little bit late because I was on the phone with an insurance company. And what that translates to is, once again, her stepping up above and beyond and making sure that she's helping one of our residents navigate through their insurance benefits as they're, having a Medicare stay with us, of course. So I can't thank her enough for what she does. She, is absolutely impressive, and we want to once again recognize her as Employee of the Month. I have a little brochure in front of me of all the great things that you enjoy and do. So just going to talk about it. So if she won $1 million, what would she do, right? First and foremost, move to a warmer climate with your family. So I would say very true, especially with winter just around the corner. And then her favorite book is The Art of Racing in the Rain. Favorite food, interesting, tacos or pickles. And then favorite TV show is Fire Country and Press Your Luck. So all great things. Once again, you are an example of hard work, and we thank you for your service. I think we're all here for the right reasons, and once again, is to provide an amazing home for you all. And classic example of that. So thank you for your hard work, and we appreciate you being Employee of the Month for August. Next up, we have our September Employee of the Month, and I would like to invite Ray and Ozzy up, and I think Ray would like to do a similar speech that I think.
Good afternoon, everybody. Nice to see so many people here. It's my honor to introduce Ozzy, who many of you know as this month's September Employee of the Month. Congratulations, Ozzy. Ozzy demonstrates good customer service by always listening to people, employees, residents alike. He listens very well. Ozzy pays attention to safety wherever he is on his travels. If he sees anything that can be improved safety-wise, he passes that information along to the appropriate department. Ozzy embraces technology. It's his job, but it's also his passion, and that's very clear to all of us. He embraces it. He's also very keen on showing any residents who have an interest in technology how they can best use it, what devices might be best for them, and sharing that instruction as well. He puts together very nice documentation, photos to help people. Some of Ozzy's interests are his cat, right? He also leads a chess club locally in one of the bookstores in Rockford, engaging some of the youth in the community to take part in chess, and he's also quite a renowned wrestler. Again, congratulations, Ozzy. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you to Wesley Willows. It truly is an honor and a privilege to be working here. And thank you to the residents for inviting me to your homes. I get to know everybody on a very deep level, and I appreciate the conversations and everything that we engage in. I learn a lot, and hopefully you guys learn a lot from me. And that's one thing I like about this job is that I get to interact with people. I get to work with my coworkers. I have an amazing team, amazing leadership. It truly is a privilege. So thank you. And thank you for the IT department, because we do work as a team together. So it's not just a one-man show, it's a whole group. So thank you.
These are the arms I dream of.
Hello, thank you guys for having me. I'm Jen Stoliger. It's Stoliger, I know. Kenny let me know in the green bag they butchered it and said it was Stoliga. And it's Stoliger, ends in ER. I'm a fitness coordinator here, a personal trainer. I also lead some group classes. I'm also a mother of 4. I have 2 girls who they just turned 16, so twins. I have a 12-year-old boy and a 5-year-old little girl, Francesca. Some of you have met her. She loves it here. She just thinks it's the neatest place ever. I moved to Rockford in 2007 after I graduated from NIU with a degree in medical technology. I worked at a local hospital for a little bit before I decided to stay home and take care of my children full time. After I had my 4th, I decided to pursue my passion, which was fitness. I got my first job as a personal trainer at Anytime Fitness, and I'm still there, so I'll start my morning at Anytime Fitness early in the morning. I'll get my workout done at 2:30 and then head to Anytime at 5, get the kids off to school, and then head over here. I just love what I do. I don't complain about it. I love it. It doesn't seem like work to me. I love Anytime Fitness because you're helping clients get to they're fitting in their wedding dress, or they want to lose the last 5 pounds, and that's great. But here it's a different story. It's much more rewarding to see people who didn't think they could stand again or didn't think they could walk again, and to help them do that and to show that they can break down that mental block that you do not have to regress. It's just incredibly rewarding, and you guys help me just as much as I help you. There are days where I don't want to face the world. Life is hard, and I just want to crawl in the fetal position. I just want the world to go away. And I get into a class with you guys, and you guys just really feed my soul, and you just make everything better. And so I just really want to thank you, because you're helping me just as much as I'm helping you, maybe more. So I really just thank you for having me here. I love it here, and I want to stay forever. So thank you so much. You guys take care.
I just have one brief introduction to make. The president of the Arbor Resident Council is Barb Elke. There she is. And Barb and I are going to do a project where both her group and we are all going to do something together. That's absolutely everything we know about it. Thank you so much.
I do want to say that I have my vice president with me, and without her and her stimulation of the arbor is the same place. It's wonderful.
Thank you. I'm sorry. She said that her vice president was here with her, whose name is Ann McCormick. And she wouldn't be able to do anything without her, and she loves being at the Arbor. And Carol Edson, you have the introductions of the new residents, please.
Well, you could be together, you can all dance. Well, almost. Hello. It's my pleasure to introduce Kathy and Mike Shear, who have moved into a home at 3203 Wesley Way. Mike was born in downtown Rockford, literally 600 Chestnut Street. It's a parking lot, right? He attended Rockford School and graduated from West High School. He then trained as an electrician, and after working in the finance industry and also as a Jewel tea salesman, some of you remember them, he started his own business, Shear Electric. His hobbies include golfing, going to Haiti a few times to help with electrical work, and being on the board of Noah's Ark. They now share a home with Sam, who is a multi-pool rescue dog. He also looks forward to singing with the Bards. Kathy was born in Rockford, attended Rockford schools, and graduated from Boylan. She attended Marquette for 2 years. She was a plumbing and heating adjuster, followed by many jobs. Her hobbies are reading, shopping, and making jewelry. They have 2 boys, several grand and great-grandchildren. Let's welcome Mike and Kathy to Wesley Willows.
You're up, guys.
Okay, now it is my pleasure to introduce Dan and Linda Graber, who have moved into a home at 3304 Pin Oak. Dan was born in Bloomington, Illinois, the oldest of 7 children. He graduated from Rochelle Township High School. He was drafted at 19 into the Army, where he served 2 years and went to Vietnam. He married Linda in 1968 and then attended Kishwaukee Junior College, followed by 2 years at Northern. He majored in elementary education and then received his master's in outdoor teacher education. He taught at Preston, Illinois 17 years and Rochelle for 17 years. He loves traveling and playing vintage baseball. Linda was born in Rochelle and graduated from Rochelle High School. She also attended Kishwaukee Junior College and graduated from Northern with a degree in education. She taught at Stewart Elementary for 16 years. Her hobbies include genealogy, and responding to emergencies with their church group. She also worked with Habitat and helped develop a library in Creston. She was also involved in theater with her husband. But her best job ever was working as an usher at Wrigley Field. She is definitely a Cub fan. And she will soon be bringing a piece of sod from the playoff Cubs World Series and planting it at their home at Wesley Willows. So let's welcome Dan and Linda to Wesley Willows.
Well, we play shuffle pickers. Administration. Brandon.
Good morning, everybody. Afternoon. It's been a day. Let's just starting. That was my dad joke for the day. I stole it. My name's Brandon Burkle. I'm the Corporate Director of Facilities and Grounds, and I've got a lot of things to cover today, so let's just get at it. So we've been reporting on our work order, audits and numbers and all that every month. So our totals for August, we had 869 work orders created. Out of those, 606 were resident requested items. So that's really kind of what we focus on as far as reporting those. 61 of those resident requests and staff requests are 61% were completed within 1 day, which is on point for what we've been, and then 71% have been between that 1 and 3 days. So we're where we want to be for the most part. Embry Road projects, we've had a couple of notices on that. We are in week 3, I believe, of the construction resurfacing, concrete work and all that, so it's a little bit messy down there. It didn't rain for 2 months, and then we started construction, and guess what happened? It rained this week, so we are a bit behind. We're about a day behind this week. Driveways and all that, we're gonna open up on Thursday. We've now delayed that to Friday. Rachel should have reached out to everybody in the construction zone to do an update on that. So look for Friday, you can have access to your driveways. And then we'll have backfilling, sidewalks, landscaping, pedestrian walkway, all that stuff to come yet here in the next few weeks. We had a resident about a month or so ago stop me at the bistro and said, "Hey, can we come up with a plan for softener salt?" So we did. We heard you. We reached out to Culligan and negotiated a little bit of a better salt delivery rate for your water softener. So you should have received, if not, you will receive on Tuesday, I think, the notice for that. So that'll be just an agreement between the resident and Culligan. So reach out to them, tell them where you live. Tell them Brandon told you that there was gonna be a deal coming, and they should give you that rate. And it's like $8.95 a bag, so it's about $3 discount, so some cost savings there. Go ahead.
When it says delivery, does it mean to the basement?
When it says delivery, does it mean to the basement? Yes. Culligan will deliver to the basement, so they'll take care of everything for you.
Can you explain this program a little bit more of what they're gonna do and?
How big the bags are?
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, there's more news in here.
Yep, and just an explanation, more detail on the program. So it's a 50-pound bag, $8.95 per bag. They'll deliver it to the basement, they'll fill up your softener. It's a 2-bag minimum, I believe. So then that's probably the going rate. And generally, it's every 16 weeks is how they space that out. If they have people that use more salt more often, they'll adjust that accordingly. They'll just have to need to kind of set up a little bit of a different schedule if you're going through more salt than every 16 weeks. Does that answer your question?
They're gonna put us on a schedule, and so we really don't have to call them once you initiate. They will automatically come in and fill it for you.
Correct.
Do we pay them, or do they bill through us, or Western Willows?
Couple of questions there. They'll set you up on a schedule, so the question was, will they set you up on the schedule? So you initiate the phone call, they'll get you an initial delivery date. And generally, every 16 weeks from there, that's when your new delivery date will be. They'll call you the day before and say, hey, your salt delivery is scheduled for tomorrow. If you don't need it, call us, let us know type thing. And then, what was the other part of the question? I'm sorry. Payment, yes, you pay Culligan Direct.
Pay what?
Pay Culligan Direct.
Are we required to be home?
Are you required to be home? I would say yes. I would want you to just give them access, so try to be home if you can. And again, once you get on that schedule, they're gonna probably alter their schedule a little bit to where it's not just they're here today and then 16 weeks later they're here. There's gonna be many of you that are on a different rotation, so you might be able to get hit in the next 2 weeks when they're back on campus type thing. So we can work through that with them. Okay, Culligan, good, right? So, all right. Okay, we also had some comments from residents about the pool cleaning, so we've altered that a bit. So starting October 1st, we're no longer gonna close the pool at the end of the month. So we're gonna do. All right.
Thank you, Martha.
We're gonna tweak how we do it. There's different things we can do. We're gonna train some staff in the evenings to help with the robot, second or third shift. Some of the other in-pool type cleaning tasks that need to be done can be done early in the morning where we don't necessarily have to close the pool. So we'll work through that, but plan on no more closing the pool the last Wednesday of the month. Barring any issues with the pool. Exterior window cleaning is on the docket for the 30th, so next week we'll start that. Notices went out for those. And then you'll reach out to Fish if you want the interior windows cleaned. And then we started the suites duct cleaning this week. So again, the rain delayed us a little bit, but they got on it today, so we'll play catch up. And plan would be for this week and next week to clean out all the dryer vents, put the new dryer caps on to keep the birds out, and we'll be good to go. Did you have a question yet?
Can you tell us which suite you're starting with?
Can I tell you which suite? What order are we doing? They're starting in suites 2. That's where they're at today, and we're gonna finish one side and then move on. So I don't know where we're going next. We're gonna leave that a little kind of vague, just because we don't know weather and all that. We have to kind of play. Once we get to the 3rd floor, we're gonna have to use a lift, and we have to play around the weather to make sure we're hitting dry spots and not tearing up turf as much as possible. So a little vague, but they'll all be done by the end of next week, barring any nasty rain. You do not need to be home. Maintenance staff will be in there, moving out. Our staff is gonna be doing the interior work. We have a contractor that's doing the exterior work. So our team is gonna go and pull the dryers out, clean from the inside out, and then the vendor is doing the exterior work for us. So you do not need to be home.
They ever gonna do the houses? I've been here 17 years and nobody's ever cleaned my ducts out.
Yeah, are we ever gonna do the houses? We probably should come up with a game plan for that. Yeah. One thing at a time, but we'll get it on the radar. And then lastly, again, October is a busy month. October and November are really busy for the maintenance crew, so we're gonna start our preventive maintenance in the homes and suites and filters and April air startups and all that. So we're looking to start October 1st, and we'll be completed with those by the end of October. I know in the spring, we had a little bit of confusion on a few that were missed, and maybe they weren't done. We're starting to roll that into our new maintenance care program that I keep talking about, our work order system, so that we can have a little bit of checks and balances on those. We'll know where we're at halfway through the month, know what we have left, make sure we don't miss anybody. So that's the plan. I hope this fall will go a lot smoother with that.
So will there be a notice left when they're done it? Because I think that was the issue this spring. Nobody seemed to know if they had come.
Right. Will there be a notice left when they're done? Yes.
A little note.
Anytime maintenance is in your home and you are not there, a notice should be left. And if that's not happening, please let me know.
There's talk about ring doorbells, is that still in the works?
There was some talk about ring doorbells. Yes. And I've had a few residents reach out individually to kind of talk about that. I've given some direction to those. I reached out to the ring company to try to see if we can get some sort of bulk, group pricing. I didn't gain any ground on it, so I didn't talk to the right person yet. Go ahead.
When will the trimming start for bushes and?
What?
When will the trimming start for the fall cleanup?
Yeah.
And the landscaping? I would expect them to start here in October and go through into November, would be my guess. I don't have dates for that, but I can get with Jeff and we can talk through that. All right, have a good afternoon.
Have a good morning.
Hello again. So once again, I'm kind of excited because I have the privilege to introduce some additional staff members to you. And the first one I'd like to call up is Ms. Jessica, please. So obviously by the smiles that I'm seeing and the round of applause, obviously most of you know Jessica's story. And the reason we bring her up here is we wanted to announce that Jessica is going to become the executive director of our Wesley Willows campus here. And she will be starting with us on Tuesday, October 1st. So we're very excited to bring her in. Now some of you may be saying to yourself, A, what is an executive director? And B, why do we need an executive director? So just kind of wanted to explain that real quick for you all. Even though we could probably sit here for the next 2 hours and dive deep in the weeds on that, because once again, that's what I get excited about. But real quick, an executive director for us is, I selfishly am going to say it's a position that I'm excited about because it's something that I'm kind of currently doing as well right now, running operations for the campus, right? And we're excited because we need someone like Jessica to come in and help do that. We hear everything that, you guys provide feedback on as the residents, and we want to improve everything, we want to keep everything solid and moving forward, and it's just an extra layer of help that we need for sure. So when we started thinking about this position and candidates, it quickly became apparent that she would be the perfect candidate for that. We obviously were reconnected again, and even during the interview process, I have to say that you'd come into the building and just so many residents would be excited to see you, and whether they come up and say hello or provide hugs, it was just amazing to see. So not only that, but she gave us amazing confidence in her interviews, and we knew she was the right person for the job. So we are excited to have you, but if you could please introduce yourself, which you probably don't need to, but if you would, we would appreciate that.
Thank you, Nick, for the warm welcome, and it's been an amazing process with Francis and Nick. Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. I am so excited to be here. Like Nick said, my name is Jessica Storn, and I'll be starting as your executive director on Tuesday. For those of you that I haven't had a pleasure to meet yet, just a little bit about myself. I used to work here for 8.5 years. And in that role, I was the director of resident life. And so I would assist in any of the independent living areas. I managed the transportation department, the fitness center. I was involved in resident programs, activities, volunteers. So I have a very connected connection to the campus and know all of the systems, the ins and outs, and all of those things. And so what I've been doing for the last 4 years is I've been with Goodwill of Northern Illinois. And in that role, I was the Associate Director of Workforce Development, which I actually still am until Friday. But that role has been amazing as well. And what I've been doing is operating federal and state training grants, which help individuals with employment barriers. And so I was able to create and oversee several different teams of individuals who work through those processes and help individuals in our community get jobs. I've also been working with a lot of employers in our area for workforce needs and recruitment and things like that. So I bring I think a unique skill set, a unique experience and things like that to this role. And again, I'm very excited to be able to come to this campus again. I feel like I'm coming home. I just can't wait to give you all a hug. And for those of you that I don't know, get to know you a little bit more. Just a little bit about me personally. I have 2 boys, and a lot of you know this, and I've showed you pictures and all kinds of things. When I first started here, they were 2 and 4. They're now 14 and 17. So they're growing up, and they're so excited that I'm returning as well. They have very fond memories of the stories and the things that I would tell them when I came home. So a freshman and a senior in high school, so it's been fun. We live in, and actually really, they're good boys. They're great. Lots of Boy Scouts and robotics and different things going on that they have going on. We live in Winnebago, but I have been in the area all my life. So again, Tuesday can't come soon enough. Excited to be here. Thank you so much for the warm welcome.
So the next person we'd like to call up is Jenny Freistack. And most of you have probably already met Jenny or seen her around and wanted to officially introduce her. And once again, Jenny is serving as Francis's executive assistant. And we're excited to have you. You've already made a difference on our team, as this has been the craziest couple of weeks. And you just dove right in. So if you wouldn't mind also kind of just tell a little bit about yourself as well.
Move her down a little bit. Hi everybody, my name is Jenny Freistack. This is my 3rd week here, and like Nick has said, it's been a crazy start, but I'm learning so much. If everyone could keep their name tags on, because I got a whole lot of names to learn. Katie and Francis have taught me as much as possible in 3 weeks. It has been so much fun just seeing what Wesley Willows is, what they do. It's beautiful, it's fun, the environment is awesome. I have lived in Rockford my whole entire life. I have 4 cats that I live with, so I am a crazy cat lady, and I love it. I was an administrative assistant in my previous role, so I have years of experience in administrative tasks, and I'm super excited to be here and meet everybody, so you'll have to give me a break on learning everyone's names. I need like a yearbook to look at to learn everyone, but if you have any other questions, I am super excited to learn about everyone, and I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have in the future. Thank you.
Thank you for that. I'm excited to have her on the team. So now some of you may be wondering and thinking, hey, wait a second, where is Katie going? Why is Katie being replaced by Jenny? And we just wanted to say that, once again, Katie, you've done an amazing job and you've impressed all of us. And we've kind of been letting the secret out that once again, Katie's getting promoted. And what that means for right now is it's clear that we want Katie to be part of our operations. She would be an integral part of that as well. So we're currently using Katie's experience and knowledge and kind of plugging and playing different locations and spots when we need that help in different areas. And it's been amazing. She's also been kind of shadowing a lot of the leadership team and just learning all the different specialties across the campus. And we're very grateful for that as well. So once again, Katie's not going anywhere. We've got big plans for her and all great things. Yes, ma'am.
Let's call her a jack of all trades.
That's all right. We have a new title. Can I get us a motion for Jack of all trades? In a second, please. Thank you. No, perfect. So yeah, so Katie, the Jack of all trades, is not going anywhere. And once again, thank you for that.
Let's clap for her.
Yep. Okay, the other thing I wanted to chat real quick about is an organization chart. And I know that in our last meeting, we had promised to everyone that we would be providing an organization chart, and we do have one. We are providing that. It's coming out in the green bag, and then we do have some additional copies here as well. I do want to give a tiny disclaimer on that. It is kind of a high view snapshot of our org chart, starting from Francis and working down to a certain level of management. If we want to get deep in the weeds, I'm producing that secondary org chart, and I'm just the only reason I didn't publish it today as well was just I was waiting for Jessica to get started because I want to get her opinion on a couple little things, and then we'll finalize it and edit it and get that second chart. So it would be from top all the way down on what our organization and how it's structured, so you would have knowledge on what departments, who does what in what department, and who reports to who. So please grab a copy on your way out, or it'll also be in the green bag if you would prefer that. On that same note, There was a lot of work put into, and we're proud to announce and excited to announce that the resident handbook has been updated and it's ready to go. The team got together, did some edits, they shrunk it down quite a bit and made it very efficient, and then we were happy to share that with the president's team, and they put their stamp of approval on it, and we're thankful for that, and it's ready to go. So once again, if you want to grab a copy, please feel free, but it's also going to be in the green bag, and you can get it there as well. With that, finally just kind of wanted to say, once again, just a healthy reminder that we're always listening, we appreciate feedback, and one of the things that gets brought up on a regular basis is reminding leadership and reminding the teams that the importance of returning phone calls, returning emails, timeliness, and just really good communication, right? And we hear you loud and clear. That's something we're working on. And I'm excited to say we received a wonderful compliment from one of the residents who sent an email and just said, you guys are doing a great job. Thank you for keeping that on your radar, and actually wanted to compliment Mr. Brandon Burkle and that he is timely on his responses, and just wanted to thank him for that. So we appreciate that. So thank you. Thank you very much. And he's definitely one of those members of our team that we appreciate. I kind of joke and call him an unsung hero because he's out there every day doing the real work, and we appreciate that, Brandon. So thank you. So, and then I also just wanted to say once again, thank you to Barb and Ann for coming over to this meeting. You represent the Arbor. We appreciate you. So thank you for coming. It wouldn't be any meeting without this, of course. Why are Saturday and Sunday the strongest? Why are they so strong? Why is Saturday and Sunday so strong? That's correct. The rest of the days are just weak. All right. With that horrible humor, I would like to please welcome
But they're the weekends.
Of course, yep. So for sure. So one quick thing, I apologize for not bringing this up, but Jessica will be located, her new office space will be here in Castletown Center. If you remember, I'm gonna pick on Carrie for a second and say where Carrie's office was on the corner, I believe it was where the old bank was, is where Jessica's new office is gonna be. So we're getting her all set up. We should see furniture moving in tomorrow or the following day, and she'll be ready to go for Tuesday. So please, once again, welcome her as she comes in on Tuesday, and that's where her office is. So if you want to drop off all the cookies and brownies, bring those to my office, and I promise you I'll get them to her office. Right. So, wonderful, great question. So my office is also going to be at Castletown Center. I am moving over here. I will be in the suite with Francis and Jenny. I will be in that first office right there as you come in. So I am moving over here as well. So once again, I appreciate chocolate chip cookies, brownies, all that. I'm non-discriminatory to baked goods. So anyways. Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to say something for those of us that live in the apartments. The lawn mowing, the groundwork is just beautiful. I was watching them on Tuesdays is when they go. I mean, making those cross things like that, it's
Thank you. So the comment is, it's a wonderful compliment, complimenting our grounds team for doing the landscaping and mowing, and she really appreciates the I'll call it the lines. And my 17-year-old son, he's a senior in high school. He's on his side hustle is mowing yards for a company, and that's all I hear about all week long is, Dad, you should see the lines that I put down. I don't get it, but I guess it's a thing. So anyway, but yes, thank you for that wonderful compliment. So thank you so much. With further ado, we'd like to welcome up our CEO, Francis. Thank
you. Well, good afternoon, everyone. That's a lot of information, right? Yeah, we are doing wonderful. I am so proud to work with my team. I love to see the changes and promoting from within. Someone gave me a plaque at my previous employer. I'm going to paraphrase it. Something about a good leader doesn't create followers, she creates other leaders, which is what we're doing here. We're promoting from within. I'm very sad Katie's leaving me, but I'm very happy that she's getting promoted, and we'll share more next month with you, I promise. We had a board meeting Monday this week, a couple days ago. We elected a new board chair. His name is David Schmidt. He will be our new board chairman for the next 2 years. So we do have a full board, and one of the things that we talked about was creating new dining spaces. Do you remember when I shared a little bit about my strategic plan, my goals, what I want to do, what I want to create here? We have a lot of feedback from many of you who wish we had more dining spaces. So that's something that the team and I are looking to do. We have beautiful grounds here. We're very fortunate to not be landlocked, so we're able to create other spaces. So stay tuned for that. More to come, I promise I'll have more to share next month. Team covered that, thank you, Nick. One of the things that I also wanted to point out, the resident satisfaction surveys, thank you for filling those out. Those are very important, especially to me. The comments that are shared, I read every line, every word for word, what you write down. And for those of you that requested a call from me, I will be making those calls sometime in October, probably as early as next week. I don't know how to take this. I received less requests from all of you to call you back. So I don't know if you don't want to talk to me. I'm kidding. I'm taking that as a compliment. Overall, we received 653 surveys. It's a very good number, a lot higher than we had last year. And I don't know what we had last year, but I was told it was higher. I also want to give a vacancy report. I know Melissa usually does this, but I'm here, so I'm just going to share it with you. The Arbor Apartments, we have 37 apartments, 3 of them are on hold. We do have a plan to create larger units over there. We also have a plan to redesign the lobby area and the dining area as well. So where's Barb? Just for you, Barb. Suites Phase 1, we have 11 units available, 2 are on hold. Phase 2, we have 10 units available with 1 on hold. Phase 3, we only have 3 units available with 1 on hold. East Side Homes, 2 available, but 2 of them are on hold. It's a good problem to have. West Side Homes, we have 12 available. Overall campus occupancy, a healthy 87%. So we're going in the right direction here. Is Bob still here, or he went to his dentist appointment already? I was going to share, say thank you to him for putting together the art exhibit that's on Saturday, November 23rd from 11 to 3 p.m. I wrote it down so that I will be present as well. And that is all I have to share. I want to thank Nick for introducing everyone. I had it on my notes to do, so that saves me some time. Thank you. One of the other items that we tend to share with all of you on an annual basis, for those of you that are new to our campus, we hand out, it's called The Journey. And this year, it is Visionary Growth. And I decided to do something different. The last couple of years, we would have photos of us, the leadership team. This time it was important for me to showcase all of you. So we're gonna have copies of this in the future mini bag. What? Oh, and it'll be in the next green bag, but we're also gonna have hard copies printed as well. Not the next one. I get in trouble up here. See, Katie, you get promoted, you don't have me prepared here. No, but many of you who have been here for some time, you know that we issue these reports on a yearly basis. It will come out in the green bag, not next green bag, but maybe the following one, or the one after. She's killing me, she's killing me. If you want to take a glance at it, those of you that are new here, we do a report card that highlights all of our accomplishments for the past fiscal year. Very proud of many of these accomplishments. It also has a picture of our new leadership team, and we'll have a picture of Jessica next year. That's all I have. I, as always, will be sticking around. If you want to come and talk to me, have questions to share with me, I will be here. Thank you. Marcia.
Okay, here's the big one. I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you. We are adjourned. Thank you. We will see you next month, October 13th, 2023.